Hope you slept well. Lovely to see you this morning for this meditation. And after the meditation, there'll be a Hatha flow class. So if you'd like to make yourselves comfortable, either sitting or you might be lying down, but possibly sitting would be better for this meditation. But in such a way that you're able to release down through your hips and explore a gentle lift into a delicate sense of dignity in the upper body. Take your time to settle. Looking for length at the back of your neck, length at the sides of your neck. So you have a sense of softness, but also a gentle rise up through the spine and the neck as you release down through the lower body. And take a few moments to notice how you've woken this morning. To notice what's here with you, maybe remnants from the night. Maybe becoming aware of the solidity of your base. Can you feel how dense the base of your body is in relation to the surface beneath you? And slowly drawing your attention up the body, noticing if your belly is soft or maybe there's a little bit of contraction here in your side waist, and actively softening in the side waist. Checking around the navel and the solar plexus, the lower ribs, the midsection of the ribs, coming up to your collarbones and shoulders, and feeling the weight of your arms dropping with your hands down on your knees or your thighs. Feeling your head ever so delicately perched on the top of your spine. And taking a moment to simply notice that you're alive. Maybe you notice a certain vibrancy in the palms of your hands. Or a vibrancy in the whole of your skin boundary. And as you notice your aliveness, maybe for a moment falling back into a feeling of goodness, just feeling good this morning. No need to complicate that. No need to tell yourself a story or analyze, but simply enjoying a sense of goodness in sitting here alive this morning. If that's not there for you, that's okay. Continuing to notice how you feel in the body. Noticing the simple rise and fall of the breath. The temperature of air on your skin. And the softening behind your eyes and in the mouth. And dropping your attention right into the space of your heart. This space behind the breastbone. And again, without thinking, without analyzing. Asking yourself the question, what is it that life most wants from me? What is it that life most wants from me? And allow any answer or answers to that question to arise and bubble up and fill every cell of your body this morning. And if nothing comes, keep attuning your attention to all sensation in the body and an awareness of the breath. And then placing your left hand over your solar plexus, just at the bottom of your ribs, and your right hand across the lower belly, just beneath the navel. And begin by noticing the sensation of air in your nostrils now. What it feels like to draw breath, to draw prana, life force, into the body and to release it. And gradually becoming aware that as you breathe in and out, there's a gentle expansion out and down through the belly and the pelvic floor. And a gentle release. So you can continue noticing this gentle expansion out and down. But you might also notice that there's an expansion up towards your solar plexus. And this expansion moves down, up, but also out to the front, to the back and to the sides, as the whole of your abdomen responds to the breath without force. And some of you may be more aware of the downward expansion, and some of you may be more aware of the upward expansion, which you might feel on either the inhalation or the exhalation, but most probably both. And then at some point, taking your hand from your lower belly to your heart space. And beginning to notice that similarly, as you breathe in and out, there's a lift, an expansion, and a drop between the solar plexus and the heart space. Again, to the front, the back, and the sides. No force, and a real softness in the face and the shoulders. And then taking your hand from your solar plexus back down to your belly. And for a few breaths, feeling the whole of your torso alive with the breath. Feeling the abdomen expand, but also around the heart space and the ribs. That gentle expansion and pulsing with the morning. And you may begin to notice, if you really tuned into your breath now, that every time you exhale, your breath fades away into a stillness, a pause. You might want to linger there a moment, observing what's there in that stillness, that great stillness that's behind and before and after everything that arises from it. And you may notice at the top of every inhalation, similarly, there's a pause. Maybe a slight brightening in that space. Simply inquiring into what you find there before you breathe out again. Continuing for a few breaths like this, particularly curious about the space and stillness at the bottom and the top of every breath. And some of you may be able to keep your attention in the stillness, in the space, even though the flow of your breath keeps going. Knowing that that space, that stillness is always there. Whatever movement, whatever activity is going on in your life, it's always accessible. And you could stay for a few moments with your hands still placed where they are, or you might like to drop your hands down. You might like to return to a natural breath as I read a poem that Debbie from Co-Housing sent me by Hafiz. You carry all the ingredients to turn your life into a nightmare. Don't mix them. You have all the genius to build a swing in your backyard for God. That sounds like a hell of a lot more fun. Let's start laughing, drawing blueprints, gathering our talented friends. I will help you with my divine lyre and drum. Haviz will sing 1,000 words you can take into your hands, like golden saws, silver hammers, polished teakwood, strong silk rope. You carry all the ingredients to turn your existence into joy. Mix them. Mix them. So you might like to stay a while longer. You might like to begin to open and close your eyes, bring some gentle movement into your fingers and wrists. Maybe have a little bit of a stretch. Knowing that that stillness, that spaciousness that we explored in the breathing practice is something that is always there for us. You can immediately drop your attention back there in the midst of whatever's going on in your day, whatever's going on in our days. So I hope you have a lovely day. There'll be a relaxation led by Will at 1:15, and I'm teaching a shoulder and neck and upper body yin practice at 6 o'clock tonight. Have a lovely day.